Yes. Episode 43. I think it's episode 3 for us. Right. Yeah. And then Ring and Run. So let's get into it, y'all. Let's see what's going on. So they start off with Bianca and Daniel, and yeah. So Bianca basically is going out with Daniel's cousin because Daniel's mom and dad wants to spend alone time with him because he's just getting out of prison, and they live in another state. So I thought they lived in the same state, but I guess they don't. So they drove all the way there for his release. So they want to spend some time with him. So and he want to spend time with them too. You know, them are his parents. So Bianca's gonna go with the cousin, and the mama walked out and she was like, "Don't be going to go get no whiskey." And why did they go to the bar? They went to the bar, and then Bianca gonna say what they don't know ain't gonna hurt them. And then Daniel and his parents, they went to like I think Plato's Closet. They went to go get some clothes, and then he told his mom that he want to propose to Bianca, and she's just like, "You need more time," because. And then she went on there telling us outside that she felt like the drinking is gonna be an issue and stuff like that. And then they flashing her at the bar, and I'm like, it looks like it's already an issue. Yeah, cause what like. Bianca like really be blown. Like be like, what? But he picked out her ring, and then they went over to Justine and Michael, and remember he like punched a hole in the wall because the kids threw the phone, they was fighting and all that stuff. So he like went on a walk to calm down and stuff like that. And he was basically telling the cameraman that was following him that it wasn't just like the kids, it was like the fact that he has to work and put his career on the back burner, you know what I mean? The fact that the kids are fighting and breaking stuff, the fact that Justine might, might not make it through the pregnancy, is high risk, so it's just a lot on him right now, and he just, exploded. Which I'm like, yeah, that's understandable, but he could have handled it better. But anyways, he went into the house, and Justine was sitting there on the stairs, and he tried to like walk by her, and she was like, whoa, 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 don't walk past me. And then he was like, I don't want to take my anger out on you. And she was like, well, make a better choice. And I'm like, girl, tell him, like, what do you mean it's a choice? Like, why are you choosing to take your anger out on me? Like, don't do it. But then, she was like, we on the same side, you know what I mean? But it's also not good for you to be upset about the boys breaking their things, and then you turn around and break your own things as well. And so you could tell she was like, yeah. I was like, girl. And then he went up there, got their TVs, because he was like, he was so mad that they can't have TV. He might turn off their circuit breaker. And then she was just sitting there pregnant, like, dang, they told her at the doctor's office to get a will in case something happened to her. And she don't feel like he is ready to handle like his kids and her kids if something was to happen to her. So this is like stress that she don't need. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm feeling for Justine. We back with our tickets to Kinland. And I'm like, okay, I like being here today. So okay, let's see how our experience is. It's the morning. And Kim is making breakfast, and Joey's playing with the kids. And then he go in there asking what she doing, and she's like, "I gotta make some food that I can eat because I guess all they eat is chicken tenders and French fries." But and she was like, and he was like, "Yeah, I know I eat kid food, you know what I mean?" And then he asked her something like, "Was he an adult yet or something?" I don't know, but it was like weird. But then I'm like, there are plenty of adults that I know that like only go to restaurants and stuff and order chicken tenders, and it'd be like, people have, what are they called? Picky eater specifications? I don't know. Whatever. But then they went outside and they started talking. And basically she was like saying that they was trying to buy a house. So they showed like different houses that they went to go buy. And Joey was being mad picky at each house. But ain't putting in on nothing yet. But I'm like, okay. So then they sitting outside and she's showing him this house. And she's talking about it's going to be like $1,500 in a mortgage. Plus they got to put 3.1% down of like the total cost of the house. So Joey was like, dang, that's a lot. But I guess in jail or something like that, he had got like his HVAC certificate. And why he acting like he don't want to use it? He don't want to crawl under houses, and it's not gonna be fun laying on your back and hanging up roof panels. And I'm like, I wouldn't say 90, but majority of people be going to work and they don't be having fun. We don't go to work to have fun. Like, you go to work to have somewhere to pay your bills. Like, huh? Like even people that be having fun jobs at a point in time, it don't be fun no more. But then they still gotta clock in. They still gotta clock in to get that check to come in because we live in a capitalist society. So I'm like, huh? But yeah, he was like, he don't wanna work that. And then I'm like, I seen something the other day talking about some like HVAC and stuff like that are becoming like the new millionaires and stuff. So it's like, you sitting over here on a millionaire trade and you sitting over here not want to use it? Like, huh? I'm just like, I'm ready to leave Kimland. I'm ready. I thought it was gonna be funnier, but then they go over to Louis and Melissa, and he only been out of prison for 18 months, and I'm like, dang, that's it, because I feel like he's been out forever. But whatever. He's going to a jewelry shop to find the engagement ring for Melissa. So I'm like, oh my god. And when he got there, he told the jeweler, she's told him billions of times she wants nothing less than 2 carats. So she not accepting nothing less. So when he get in there, he's showing him the jewelry and stuff like that. And he's telling him, like he tell him my budget is like 10 to 12,000, I think he said. But the jeweler was like, you're not gonna be walking out here spending any less than like 20 to 25. And he was like, what? And then they showed him the ring for like $25,000. And he was like, I mean, it is beautiful, you know what I mean? But then he was like, I gotta go walk outside. And then his friends follow, because he didn't meet his friends there. His friends follow him outside. And then he was like, I just gotta go with my gut. And my gut is telling me, I don't know if I'm ready. And then they went to commercial. So I'm like, dang, you drove us all the way over here and then you ain't even gonna get the ring? Like, you're gonna be with this girl. Like, but then it's like, he must not got enough yet. I don't know. Because it is only like, what did I say, 18 months since he been out of jail? That's like $1,000 a month that he had to save. So it's like, do he got that yet? But then he is on the show. So he might just need to wait a little bit. He might not be ready yet. I get it. So they give us Key Rock and Brittany, and it's been a month that they've been living in that government hotel, so like 30 days. And Key Rock got off probation, so he can leave. You know what I mean? But Brittany's still on probation, so she cannot leave. And so she's going to her probation officer to see like what she got to do to leave, if she got approved, because she cannot take being there if she did not get approved. Like the hotel has like drug addicts at it that was asking kids for money at the vending machine, and she just feels really uncomfortable. She had to scrub clean the place to feel comfortable. Like, and she getting triggered because there's no like stove there, so she's tired of eating out. They can't have no visitors. If any visitors come there, then they getting put out because it's government funded. So she ready to go. So they hoping for the best. Kira got off probation, so shout out. She has to pay like $10,000 though to get off, or I guess severance. I mean the probation time. But she wanted to go see her probation officer to see what she had to do, and they told her she got denied. So she came out and she threw her coffee cup. She was like, I'm tired of this. I want to get out of here. And I'm like, I feel you, girl, because that sucks. She's like, the government is basically ruining her life because she had an opportunity there, and then what if she lose her opportunity? Now she's stuck there with no opportunity in a government hotel with a drug addict. So it's like, I had a whole life, and then now I'm stuck here because of all this. And yeah, but she was like, when she was 17, she was stupid. And I mean, like, your brain cells don't grow fully into, well, your brain is not. Then they came back with Zaria and Troy, and I'm like, okay, here we go. So they're on their way to see a psychic, and I'm like, okay, I'm here for it. Let's see what she say. Let's see if y'all shifted y'all energy, if the destination is different, or if y'all still like on the same path. You know what I mean? So Troy never been to a psychic before, and he was like, I never felt the need to go to one, so I'm just here to support because she supported me through everything that I've been through. So, balance. I'm like, okay, Troy. And then they get to the place, they get there. The same girl was there. And she was telling him, she introduced herself, told him, it's good to see him out and stuff like that. And then she started getting into it. And she was just like, she's a medium. She doesn't really read tarot, but she has the cards for like visualization or something like that. And so basically she starts saying that she see another woman energy around Troy. And then Troy was basically saying that she was full of ish. Basically, he didn't tell that to her in her face. He went on there and told us, basically in a confessional, that she was full of ish, and he don't believe basically in her and nothing that she's talking about. But basically back to the table. She was telling both of them basically that she see a drama-filled woman energy around Troy, and Yana was like, Zaria was like, it's Yana, right? The ex that we talked about before. And she's like, Nope, I see somebody else. And Zareen just got up and walked off. And then Troy went and followed her. And then he like, why you walk off? And then she's like, don't no woman energy need to be around Troy but me. And then she was like, I just got one question to ask you. Are you cheating on me? And then they went on to commercial. So I'm like, dang. I mean, of course he gonna say no. Like, if he say yeah, I'm gonna be shocked. But like, what y'all think he gonna say? What would you say in the comments? Like, yeah, I am. Like, he gonna say no if he is. So like, why would you ask that question? But I guess. So they just come back with Bianca and Daniel, and I'm sorry. I've been trying. I don't even know if I've been trying at this point, but Bianca gets on my last nerves. Like, my absolute last nerves. So that her and her cousin, well, his cousin, go to the bar, basically, knowing that all his mama been preaching to this girl is to stop drinking. Which I think his cousin is like trying to sabotage her. Like, cause it's like, why would you take her to the bar? I don't think he like her, so I think he's trying to like let her sabotage herself and be gone. But she don't mind hanging out with the cousin because she don't got nobody around her age there to hang out with. So she needs some, conversation, adult conversation, So they get to the bar. They drinking vodka and crayons and taking shots. And she telling him about Daniel and her their sex life basically. Last night, how she didn't have really that much of a good time because he didn't foreplay her. And the cousin's just over there like, I mean, I don't really foreplay either, so I don't know what she wants me to tell her there, but I guess Daniel need to learn. And then she telling him that she ain't take the plan B, and she don't want to take the plan B, even after her and Daniel talked about taking the plan B, and he ain't want no kids. And so his cousin's like, well, that's on him because he ain't strap up, so if she choose to keep the baby, then, I mean, he slipped up. And then he's like, text, the family, because we don't want them catching us at the bar and stuff. Why they pull up to the restaurant and catch them at the bar drinking? And then she was like, oh, this is not good. And then they went to commercial. And I'm like, duh. Like, girl. And then he's trying to tell her, like, Daniel doesn't have any money. You should be wanting kids. She's like, I got money. I want a kid. Like, the selfish reasons that people be having kids be, like, blowing me. Are you thinking about that child's quality of life? That's my main question for people that want to have kids. It's your kid, your body, your choice. But are you thinking about that child's quality of life? Are they going to have a happy life? Or are y'all going to be struggling through life, creating trauma for this child because you wanted to bring it here? Which I also hate when people say these babies didn't choose to be here, because actually they did. Actually, those kids chose to be here. You make, within your Akasha records, you make an agreement to come here through Earth to learn these lessons and go through these traumas to build, I guess, soul lessons within your soul so that you evolve. So those kids absolutely do be agreeing to come down here and go through this bull. But it's like, they have to cut me off. But it's like, when you agree to it, you agree to like the karma instance that you're going to face, but not necessarily, each lesson, because of course, as you guys know, we have free choice down here. So, you could choose different things and then the path turns out differently, but you still agree to the kind of karma that you're going to come across down here, in a sense. You know what I mean? So it's like, those kids do choose to come down here and face this karma. But the adults should be thinking about, like, am I choosing to give this kid a good quality of life before I just want a baby that's going to turn into an actual adult